Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King. Today I have my 2025 college football week four player props and best bets part two. So I'm absolutely excited to bring you part two. Part one is already on my channel. Go check that out. I'll have it in the comment section as well, available for you to view. Really good content. Seven picks on that show, five picks on this show. So a combination of 12 picks, a 12 pack for you, along with three best bets. So I have two picks versus the spread and one over under. So absolutely information of the plenty here. I do appreciate all the likes, comments, and subscribes. Don't charge you anything. That's how you can pay me. It's absolutely free. Help the algorithm, help my channel grow, do all those things that you guys are really doing. Up a lot of subscribers. Hopefully, we can continue to grow as we have been. And I don't want to waste too much of your time. If you do want to see my stats and stuff like that, go check out part one. I have all that stuff on that show. This show, I'm gonna get right to the picks. First pick is gonna be Devin Dampier of Utah. Total is set at 58 points. He's good with his legs and his arm. This dude's a true dual threat quarterback coming from New Mexico State, where he was just turning it up there. Texas Tech. Um, they will score as well. Texas Tech has been putting up a lot of points on the board, and so that's going to force Utah to score. Although I do believe Utah will score more. We'll get to that a little bit later. The number is high, but I'm still betting on them. I don't trust Texas Tech's defense yet. So far this season, they have played the worst schedule in college football. So the talent they've played against doesn't even come close to what they're going to see on Saturday. So might be a shell shock at the beginning. Um, Utah will be forced to throw. I think Tech will try to stop the run. And let's be honest, Tech's defense has not been tested. And coming in, part of their issues would have been their secondary. Implied total for Utah Utes is 29.5 points. Davion Damper has been really good this season, passing and running. No interceptions, seven touchdowns. I absolutely love him here. I love him over his 26.5 fantasy score for the best dual threat quarterback in the nation. Next guy, Cade Klubnik. Oh man, I know this is going to be a hard pick for some people. The average fantasy score 15, projected fantasy score 26. If he doesn't hit this time, I'll never play him again. Syracuse has the 102nd ranked pass defense in the nation. Uh, really bad against the pass, not much better versus the run. So Syracuse is giving up 260 yards a game, um, which is really, really bad. I'm looking for a bounce back, season. He's been bad all season. And I'm looking for a good game finally coming from him. After surrendering his second loss this season, he's a true dual threat. And versus Georgia Tech, he actually showed his legs and ran a little bit more. Implied totals at 36. I do think he's going to pull it down, run more. Um, he's favored in the books to go over two touchdowns, so it's not as if the books are also favoring this over, fantasy score. I see him running a lot, no true running back to be honest, and bad defense from Syracuse. All those things should add in his favor. This number is not outrageous. I like it over 24.5 fantasy score for K Klubnik. Next guy is Kevin Jennings. Average passing yards 278, projected passing yards 272. He has cleared the passing prop 9 out of 10 of his last 10 games. So 90% hit rate out of his last 10 games. And I think I went back a couple games to 12. He cashed those two. I think it's like, maybe 10 out of 12. So this guy has really been cashing his picks out for us. He did play, and we did play him earlier in the year, and he went ahead and cashed us out. I expect a shootout between TCU and SMU, and I think Kevin Jennings is going to have to, throw the ball to stay on par. He's been over all three games this year, as I already mentioned. Number was set at 273, I'm sorry, at the beginning of the week. So it's come down quite a bit. High point total, 63 points and a 7 point spread. So he's playing in a good game script because it's a high scoring game and he's actually the underdog. So look for him to have to throw to kind of stay in the game. I absolutely love this pick. Not a good running game. As I mentioned earlier, really good wide receivers. He has some guys who can catch the ball and take it to the house. I look for some broken coverages on both teams. Give me the over 259 passing yards for Kevin Jennings. Next guy, Arch Manning. Have not picked Arch Manning at all this year, and the jury's still out on him. It's not. I'm not picking him because I think he's great. I'm picking him because I think Sam Houston is really bad. Sam Houston is ranked. The defense is the ranked 222nd in the nation. 222nd in the nation. Only 234 teams are in the nation. Projected fantasy score is 27. Come on. Projected fantasy score 27. I got that over. Look, his average fantasy score is 24, and he's played really bad, even though he's played a bunch of cupcakes. This is another one. No disrespect to Sam Houston, but they should not be able to stay on the field with him. And let's be honest, he has to play good. This is a confidence builder. This is a must play well versus this team because he has a really hard road ahead. I think they're going to try to get him those confidence. I don't believe he comes out super early. I think he plays well into the third, almost to the fourth quarter, because I think they need to see a lot from him. He needs the work. It's not like they can sit this guy and be like, you know what, he's good. He's not a third, fourth year guy. So I think even with the lead, he continues to play. I think he uses his legs as well. Give me this over 25.5 fantasy score for Arch Manning. And the last pick, Lenore Sellers of South Carolina. Average fantasy score 20, projected fantasy score 19. Huge discount on this buy low spot. So the thing with Lenore Sellers is his average, fantasy score has been around 25, 26. He's on the only game that he actually finished without an injury or without being pulled because of a blowout. He had 20 fantasy score. I got him projected at about 19. He is coming off of a concussion. So still doubt if he's going to play, but he's been upgraded to probable. I like this number for him. It's like when you go to the store and you see something on sale, a real good sale, and you may not really need it, but you're like, man, I can't pass up this. This is one of those picks for me. It's just too good of a discount for me. I do think that South Carolina keeps this game a lot closer than some people even feel like South Carolina may pull this game out, and he's going to be a major part of it. Look for him to use his legs. Look for him to use his arm. Give me the over 16.5 fantasy score for Lenore's Sellers. We already talked about Florida as my best bet. My second best bet is going to be Utah versus Texas Tech. I'm going Utah -3. Utah is the more physical team. They're playing at home in that elevation where Texas Tech is probably, is not going to be used to it. I like to go with the trenches. I've got Utah on both sides of the ball. I love the quarterback, Devin Dampier, as I've already talked about. I think he completely goes off. And then thirdly, most importantly, Texas Tech has played the easiest schedule in college football. Now they're going to step up to a major competition, a major team. I know that Texas Tech will be excited, but I don't think they'll be ready. Give me that Utah -3. Next pick, TCU versus SMU. Give me the over 63. This is going to be an absolute track meet. You got two teams that love to throw the ball, two teams that have busted coverages and struggle to tackle at times. I think this is going to be a back and forth game. It's one reason why I love Kevin Jennings over so much. I don't think either team will be able to stop the other. I think it's going to be a lot of yards. Both sides look like they're going to be not letting their foot off the pedal. Last year, SMU kind of ran up the score on TCU. Look for TCU to return the favor, even if SMU is possibly losing by a lot. I see TCU still scoring. I think both teams are, the respect level's not really there. This should be a really, really fast going game. Both teams like to play with pace. Give me the over 63 for TCU versus SMU. Now for a quick recap, we got Devin Dampier over 26 fantasy score. We got Cade Klubnik over 24.5 fantasy score. Give me Kevin Jennings over 259 passing yards. Arch Manning over 25.5 fantasy score. And Lenore's Sellers over 16.5 fantasy score. As I mentioned earlier, go look in the comments section. I will have part one available. Also hit the like and subscribe. The more likes, the more comments, the more this channel grows. I do appreciate all the new subscribers, all the older subscribers that are still showing love on a regular basis. And with all that being said, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.